Sorry, did not know the mic was open the whole time. You had wonderful music and you had noise from Frigo Watch. Hello, welcome once again, MPT3K. Back for some pinball, some real live pinball. Today I have a special treat for you guys. I'm gonna be playing terrible games of Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure, but here's what's exciting. We have Scorbit in this machine, the Scorbit System. The Scorbit System is currently being developed to basically connect your old machines, your old pinball machines, your old DMDs, your alphanumerics, your whatever pinball to the cloud, so you can see live scores, so you can get certain audits, so these old damn machines can be actually connected to the internet finally, like they're supposed to be. So let me make sure everything is working and running well. Yes. It looks like I am running just fine. Guys, I'm so excited to show you this. I'm like one of the first people to get this going. I actually have Jay Adelson here. And he will be, I'll bring him onto the stream eventually. I'm getting texts. I'm getting texted. You can hear the very awesome, what do you call it? Monster Bash right next to me. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go see how I look.
How you doing, man? Montana!
Let's switch it over to the main screen. All right. So far, so good. Nice. I'm gonna fire up 2 players. Let's get some scores up. It has been a while since I played Indy. Here we go. All right, now here's player 2. Let's make sure everything works. Yep, live scores are coming in. So if you guys watch the Scorbit display above the DMD, you'll see the scores are being updated in real time. Dude, it's working great. Yeah, we're getting live scores. So it's down here actually, but we're getting full live scores.
They're not live anymore.
They are, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. So that's his, I don't know, glasses on, right? 3 and 5, right? 3 and 5.
Yep, that's it.
This is Jay, by the way.
Oh, you're streaming?
I am streaming right now.
So
You
sees me?
You be playing first. Well, we don't have much people, but I upload it to YouTube later
Okay.
so that everybody can watch it.
Hey everyone, look, I'm streaming.
Jay, you can talk a little bit about the Scorbit system while you play, actually.
All right. Yeah, we invented this kind of cool stuff. Installs in a pinball machine. Doesn't improve your game.
One bit.
And we set it up so that it will pull the scores from a game, solid state, DMD, LCD, whatever, spooky, and it will broadcast it to the internet in real time. And then it partners with an app. So you're like, I'm player one, and on the app it's updating live or on the website or whatever. And you can do things like have achievements and leaderboards and whatever you want. Like the whole platform that you can code apps against that do fun things with scores while you're playing. You know, tournaments,
So I'm not sure. So
streamers.
just so you guys can understand, the camera's here. Just so you guys can understand the weight of this. This machine has no idea what the internet is. Right?
Yeah, this machine was built, what, like 1995 or something?
95 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Should say right there. Oh, they're 93. So in 1993, I was actually already working for my first internet company, but we won't get into that.
Okay.
All right. So this machine did not know what the internet was. So the real hard thing is it took years of engineering. We had a team of 12 people
Right.
working on it. Co-founded it with Ron Richards and Brian O'Neill, both pinball aficionados and tech professionals. And my son, who's helped me out a lot, Ben. Anyway, years of engineering to get hardware that can speak the language of all of these different machines and convert it into, this sort of internet-friendly, tech. And it was just a lot of work. And now we're sort of beta testing our software and getting everything ready. And then next year it's going to be in a machine near you.
Next year.
Yeah, if you're like a video streamer or you're like hardcore, you can get in our beta, and this year you can start using it. But I think for going to our website and buying it and having one shipped to you kind of thing, that's a next year thing. That's early next year. Why are you disappointed?
I'll wait. I mean, I already kind of have a little bit of a preview right now.
Yeah. You know, Free Gold Watch happens to be our test bed, and so.
By the way, I'm exploiting look at that, the ball is stuck right up there.
Where's it stuck?
It's stuck by the captive ball.
Oh.
So I'm kind of cheating right now. If I were in a tournament, they wouldn't allow this. You see it?
No chance. Yep, I see it. That's weird. How did it get stuck there?
Because I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You laid it up perfectly.
I still can't make this ramp shot though. Oh, it came back down.
All right, so this is the problem with me doing this pinball tech company, is that all my friends are people like Manu who are amazing players. Brian O'Neill, our co-founder, is ranked, I don't know, really high.
Really high, yeah. Come on in.
It's not fair.
You might want to bring the volume down on this one.
All right, okay. I'll bring the volume down a little bit.
Yeah.
Should I talk in my pillow talk voice?
No, you talk loud,
Okay.
and then we'll just bring the volume down a little bit.
Well, I just tend to talk loud when I'm near microphones. How's it working?
It's working great.
Woo! All right, see, I captured the ball.
What up, A Reno? Hey Reno, just so you know what we're doing, we are playing with Jay Adelson, who is one of the developers of the Scorbit System.
Scorbit, coming to the machine near you.
I want to lower the volume.
You know, I could just steal his ball. But I'm hey, you just got points from you doing that.
Here, you want
Look, did you see that?
You want to do the honors?
How come he gives you points?
There's a bad switch in this Indiana Jones where if you just flip, you get points.
All right, we're gonna lower the volume.
Yeah.
How's that? More?
What? Maybe 14. Okay. Yeah.
Is that good?
That's good.
All right. There you go. All right, now it's you.
All right. Love the Scorbit. Got to play the Star Trek with it at TPF. Oh, really? So you guys had this installed at TPF?
Yeah, at the Golden State Pinball Festival we did it. We had a couple machines that I restored with my son Ben. We brought in Future Spa, classic 79 Bally.
Oh my God, they did a Future Spa.
We did it with a Future Spa that my son and I restored. It is beautiful, by the way.
Oh yeah?
It's a beautiful machine.
What? How are you letting your son look at a back glass that's like
all
Future
sex.
Spa? Yeah.
Well, my son, first of all, is 19, just throwing that out there. But he did first start looking at back glasses when he was much younger.
Yeah.
He doesn't even notice anymore because they're all so terrible.
Exactly. Welcome to pinball.
Welcome to pinball.
Right.
Yeah, so we did that one and Bride of Pinbot. And we brought them in and showed everybody and got a bunch of folks going and manufacturers integrating with us and partners. And I mean, the bottom line of this whole thing is it's sort of like the Xbox Live for all things pinball.
Yeah.
And so get in while the getting's good, right?
So what?
We were just in Fast Company. Great article.
Right.
My son and I. With a photograph of me from when I was like 35. That is like on Wikipedia.
A little less gray, huh?
It's so ridiculous. I like send people the pictures of me now, and they go online and download the younger one. It's weird, right?
Just take my headshot now.
Well, I tried.
I don't want them taking my headshot. So just so you guys can see like how cool this is, there's a Scorbit system installed in the back glass. It's really simple to install. And now,
as the score changes,
you'll see I did it so the DMD is showing and then the Scorbit showing.
That's right. There's a little lag because it goes up through the Wi-Fi onto the internet.
It's going to space, people.
It's going to space and then coming back down to, your browser or your app or whatever it is that you're running, or your tournament software, as the case may be.
Yep.
You integrate with Match Play and Never Drains, and whatever else. This is telling the whole world how terrible I am in this game. Look at this. I had 6 million.
Yeah, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm totally like
You're wiping the floor.
I'm showing up the friggin' CEO. Are you CEO or CTO?
No, I'm chairman of Scorbit.
Trust me, Jay, this is not how I usually play. If my viewers know, this is not how I usually play.
And you're saying that you're playing extremely well?
I'm playing okay.
Okay.
I say an okay score.
I don't know what good is.
An okay indie score is like 300.
Yeah.
That's a score that might get you.
I'll tell you what. When you stream on Theater of Magic, make sure to bring me on, and I'll kick your ass.
Oh, do you have a theater?
I have a Tom at home.
So you can show me.
Well, you can't. It never plays the same. Like you think you're good at something, and then you go to the arcade and you're playing, and then suddenly you're not.
Yeah.
Are you multi-balling?
Second time. Yeah. Second time.
Yeah, no problem. Piece of cake. This ought to be interesting. Let's see if the scores are going. Seems to be.
Oh, everybody out of the pool.
Did you just lose everything all at once?
I got one jackpot. Hey. Uh-oh. Are we stuck somewhere?
Did you lose the ball?
This is why we didn't have this game in City Champ.
Where's that ball?
I don't know. Did anybody on Twitch see it? Send me a clip.
Might be in like a golf.
Oh, that's too bad. This is such a good game.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Oh, wait. That's it. There it is.
Oh, it was in the carousel.
Yeah. No, it's about to come.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably magnetized. Look, it's magnetized. We need to put some new balls in here.
Oh.
It's all right. When it comes back around, you can just like knock it and it will come down.
All right. Right.
Trust me.
So what are the different types of machines that Scorbit works on currently? Thank you for the follow, Johnny Demonic. Thank you so much.
So let's see.
Super old. What's super old that works?
So let's say like you can put it in a Paragon, an Evil Knievel,
Evil Knievel.
a Centaur, an 8-Ball Deluxe. It'll go in System 11 games. It'll go in
Diner?
It'll go in Diner. It'll go in, alphanumeric games like Funhouse and Bride of Pinball and DMD games like this one, and modern Stearns as well. You can put it in your KISS, your Spike games, your Spike 2 games, or whatever, and we'll just pull those scores. We do it a bunch of different ways. We do it with CPU. We do it with display. We do it with memory. We do it with supernatural powers.
Yeah, there's a secret sauce to what's up, Pez Johnson? Playfield cam is frozen.
What does that mean?
All right, I gotta fix it. Sometimes my playfield goes frozen. Jay, take over.
All right. Okay. I don't know what this all means, but I'm feeling lucky. Oh, there we go. All right. This feels important by the music. I think that's good.
So what's nice though is that even though the playfield was frozen, we were still getting scores, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because his system has nothing to do with my crappy system.
Yeah, so my scores are on a little device that gets installed inside the pinball machine. And it's basically a smart computer that's broadcasting the scores in real time to the internet. And so what's nice about it is in between, like when it's your ball, if I look at the app, I see my score,
Oh, nice. Oh,
Right.
yeah, so there's a whole app that goes along with this, guys.
Yeah, see, here's the app. It shows how terrible I am. Boop. I'm not going to show everybody like up close because it's kind of crappy. But
Pez wants to see me killing it like I'm doing. So Arduino, Scribble 3 is asking if it's
Arduino based?
Arduino based.
It's actually, good question. It's not. It's a custom hardware FPGA based on a Xilinx FPGA. It's running a dual-core ARM processor with a custom version of Linux. Basically, it's a computer.
Right.
Had to be that powerful because we were processing all sorts of stuff at the same time. And in future versions of our product, we're going to be able to encode and stream the video from displays like this or the Spike 2s.
Video.
Right, so you'll be able to take it as a stream and just add it to your OBS if you want, without having to do all these cables and instead of having a camera pointed at the DMD.
Somebody call Jack Danger right now.
Oh, we're already.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like the only reason that streamers aren't seeing this already is because we're we want it to be easy to install and onboard.
You're still working on a little bit of stuff.
And like the connectors for different machines have to be right, and we want to make sure that the way we get power is universally happy. And these machines, particularly the old ones, I mean, when they're reconditioned, they're great, but a lot of times the power is super marginal, and we can't be blowing fuses and stuff. So we're like testing everything and testing and testing. So look at I kicked his ass.
Wait, you still have a ball. Arena Web Dev says, I read it's $25 deposit.
I do not have a ball.
Oh, that's game?
Too.
Oh, that was playing. Okay, let's do it again. You go first.
Now, Scorbit went blank because it's probably higher up. Oh, because the final scores.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a high score list that pops up now on that scoreboard. Oh, there you go. It'll come back. There you go.
We did nothing.
I'm other person, by the way.
Jay is other person.
I'm other person.
Will you be?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Well,
Just go.
script 3 is saying.
All right, I got this. Will you be on the final bank for Pinball? Oh, you know what? I don't think so. We'll be there. And we've been talking to a lot of folks there, but I feel like we need more time. Like we'll be out there and we can show people if they want to see it working, but I don't think that we want to be in that.
Yeah, not in Pinburg.
Not Pinburg.
Not right now.
Not yet. Soon.
Yeah.
Like we were at Indisc and it was great, but I think that probably by next year at this time, automated scoring at tournaments, everyone will feel really comfortable. But I'd rather take my time with it.
Yeah, it's kind of like how long it took for people to become comfortable with these kind of rigs.
Yeah.
Right? Like when we just did City Champ, no one had a problem with a rig just showing up and then them playing still at a high level. The Scorbit is way less visible. You don't even know it's there. How awesome!
I did lock a ball, just FYI.
Oh, okay, all right.
I don't know. It's I see a ball right there. It's like magnetized in there. See the two that are locked in there?
So over time they get magnetized?
I think that's generally one of the problems.
Right. Let's see. We've got. Who did I miss? Okay. So how awesome would it be to be at a tournament though, right? And you just bring up your Scorbit app, and you can literally leave the room but still see how someone else is kicking your ass.
Well, we don't want scorekeepers to feel like left out. Like that's
Right.
There's like a cultural part of this whole thing, and I think did I tilt?
I don't know. Did it just give up? Oh no. Well, that's weird. Wow, that was really weird.
Right? This just ended.
I lost track of the cup now.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Well, I know. Oh, they don't let you use them. Did I get it? I just guessed.
There's no way you chose wisely. There's no way you just chose wisely.
That is what just happened. I just want to point out.
Let's see.
I'm very wise. Am I kicking your ass yet?
Yeah, you are. I haven't had a chance to go
now
yet.
Did you see that?
I'm
right
still
there?
at 0. Yeah, that's you cheat. You almost cheat, Dr. Jones. Oh, no, it'll happen. It'll search.
Pop down. All right. Man, this game.
This
It's
is why
a little adjustment.
This is why we didn't use it in City Champ.
Will those stand-up targets go down?
They're gonna go down and come back up after it does like the third
million
search.
times.
Yeah. Scorbit scores are still good.
All right.
The reason it's saying waiting, guys, is because it's waiting for the next score to come in, player 2.
And just so you know, the scoreboard that everyone sees right now is just a demonstration thing we wrote in React real quick, just so that people could see what we're up to and see it work. I mean, obviously that's not the app that's on your phone.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not designed for streaming. We're going to create a view for this that's actually designed for streamers.
I guess they don't drop.
Okay.
That's a little weird. All right, now you can get it, man.
All right.
Well, that's not fair.
That's fair. Pinball is entropy. It's not an exact science. Stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So, you were saying you don't want to leave scorekeepers out. What do you mean?
Well, if you go to a tournament, I think that there's this sort of wonderful thing about volunteering and being part of a tournament that's going on, and I feel like we don't want to lose that, right? So that's part of it. And the other thing is, if I'm a high-end tournament player, I'm going to want to look to see that the number that the system has matches.
Right.
So at Indisc, what they were doing is we were automatically feeding the Never Drain software. So it would say, here's your score automatically, so you wouldn't have to type it in, but you'd still hit submit.
Yeah.
So the player could still look at it. And I know people ask this all the time. The intent of this thing is, yeah, there are leaderboards, but it's a leaderboard based on a specific machine, because we know that every machine plays differently. So it's not like, our Sky leaderboard is going to be expecting people who play Indiana Jones a free gold watch to necessarily have the same experience as people playing Indiana Jones somewhere else.
Right.
Which I think is just a matter of people understanding that discrepancy.
Not the best place for a computer.
Okay, I'm going to
Because
take care of it.
somebody could close it and take it off.
That's Walter, but you guys know him.
Right here's fine.
I'm gonna go for the cheap jackpot, the cheap multi-ball again. Cause I'm cheap like that. I just go multi-ball. So far, no more questions.
Yeah, I've read it's $25 deposit to pre-order. But any word on the cost yet?
Cost.
No, it's obviously our number one question. You know, I mean, part of the reason we're not talking about cost yet is because our hardware, as we've been developing it and as we change features on it, the bill of materials cost on building these things changes pretty widely. So if we like announced a cost, whether it's up or down, and we were like way off, I think that would be a disservice to everybody. And so, you know, in the end, we want to find out what our final costs are. We know it's going to cost us, you know, enough per unit that we got to recoup it. You know, but it's not. I mean, this is not going to be an expensive device. It can't be. Otherwise, why would you? How could you install it in 100 machines?
Talk to the mic.
Are you impressed with your incredible pinball skills right now? Is that you're like having to point to say, "Hey Jay, look at my score"? You don't think I'm standing right here in front of the machine watching my ass get completely destroyed?
Wait a minute.
Look at this. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hold a conversation with you.
Let's all just calm down for a minute, all right?
Oh, that was called a mercy drain. That was a mercy drain.
Let's see.
What mode have I not gotten yet? Let's have some fun. Dr. Jones. My wife and I just watched the last movie. You know,
The Last
Last
movie.
Crusade.
Yeah, the -1 movie of Indiana Jones.
That's really cool tech that you come up with. Read an article about. Oh yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah,
Yes.
it's talking about the fact that we came up with the idea while restoring a machine. You know, and to give credit where credit is due. You know, the article talks about, this is in Fast Company. If you Google Fast Company, Jay Adelson, you'll see this article that came out last week about Scorbit and my son Ben. And, you know, I think it was, about 5 years ago, the two of us were getting into pinball, and we decided to restore a machine together. And we started with Bride of Pinball, by the way.
Bride of Pinball.
And our Bride of Pinball is the best looking Bride of Pinball you have ever seen.
Jay invited me to his house twice tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
By saying things like that.
No, you gotta see it. And you know, it's like people at Golden State Pinball Festival were like, "This isn't real." I'm like, "No, yeah, we're stupid. We all, both have obsessive compulsive disorder, so the machines were amazing." But anyway, so we're restoring it, and at the same time, my friends Brian O'Neill and Ron Richards, who are, you know, formerly San Francisco pinball people. Still, they've moved to the East Coast, and I'm very sad about that. But they did this with me, and we were looking, you know, because they play tournaments a lot, and I suck, obviously, so I don't play tournaments a lot. But I was with them at the California Extreme Expo.
California Extreme, baby.
And we were walking around, and we were watching the tournament process with people writing things down on paper. Right. And I said, well, why aren't, you know, we're all like tech entrepreneurs.
Right.
So I'm like, why aren't people doing this? And they're like, well, because it's really, really hard.
It's not easy to do.
No, the technology behind what we did was like a convergence of like old school embedded systems programming, modern hardware sensibilities, network engineering, a bunch of stuff. It was really hard. And so they were like, yeah, it's just hard. And I'm like, oh, you know, I've started tech companies, so I was like, oh, I love it when somebody says something's hard, because that usually means it's worth doing. But then I was thinking, well, I don't have a way to solve the problem. And my son and I were at home restoring this machine, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you know, how different is this, you know, these components, the CPU, the display, everything, from other machines? And you realize there are some unique similarities, or not unique, there are some similarities between machines that if you build technology that's smart enough to understand those things, you can get around it. So I proposed it to Ron and Brian, and it became this sort of like we went down this rabbit hole.
Right.
And then next thing you know, it was like we were hit in the back of the head with a bottle, knocked unconscious, and then we woke up 4 years later. Do you need to go and come back?
I'm gonna go and come back. I'm gonna pick up my kid. My kid is in camp across the street, so it's kind of cool.
So I'm gonna keep this one ball going the entire time while you're gone.
I have 7 minutes.
All right.
Hold your thought in that story because we got a question from Johnny. Can you check stuff like menu /
audit, change settings? Yes, in fact. The simple way to answer that is, we know what's on the display at any time. We know we can read what's in RAM, but I think more importantly, we can, with a probe we're developing, we can manipulate the menu. So it's as if you opened up the door.
Oh, you can. Oh, wow.
So imagine you're an operator and you open up the app.
Right.
And then you connect to your machine from wherever you are. And let's say you have 20 machines in route. You can open up the machine. You can access the menu and navigate the menu
from your home.
From your home or from
the
bar.
You wouldn't want to do that though, because once you access the menu, is it actually accessing the menu, or it's just accessing the stuff behind the menu?
No. Well, see, that's the question.
I'm playing a game and all of a sudden the volume shows up.
So I would prefer to go via the route of the front door rather than go into the back and mess with things that are different.
Okay.
And part of the reason for that is, things like dynamic pricing. We want to do dynamic pricing for people.
Right.
Where it's at a certain time of day, maybe happy hour, you change the price, right? Which is pretty cool.
Right.
Well, if you're doing all those things and it's I kind of want to wait until the machine is idle.
Yeah.
And then go into the menu and mess with it. Now, could I go faster? Well, there are certain machines like Stearns where they really kind of made it easy to make changes like that. But there's other machines, all the 90s Williams that use the same processor memory where I can automatically figure stuff out, where those things are. But then there's a whole bunch of machines where it would be a lot easier to just do it the old-fashioned way and go in the front door.
Right.
And so the answer is yes to all of the above.
Conceptually,
look, somebody nice enough to post the link to the article.
All right. Oh my God, the Fast Company article.
Are you going to play your last ball?
Yeah, I'll play it. Yeah,
that's very great. The reporter, Jared Newman.
Troll the player from your app. Can I be playing and then you just pop a message up that says no bunny loves you?
Yeah, in fact, we can change what's on the display.
You can change what's on the display through the app.
Well, that's interesting.
No. Wait,
that's interesting.
Let's not make
I want to be able to
guys.
troll people. No, I was thinking you walk up to the game and it says, Manu, your last score was 6 million.
Right.
Now your score is 7 million. Oh, you got an extra ball there, huh?
Ball save. Very short ball save.
And it's not about who has the highest score on a machine. Right. It's about sort of what your last personal best was and what, maybe you get a push notification on your phone that says, Manu just beat your score. Something like that.
Oh, that would be
Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Hold that. Do not drain.
Don't say don't drain. You never tell a person don't drain. Yeah, play better. Or something like, hey, hey John, your mama's calling or something. There we go. What did I get? How did that happen? Why did I just get that, guys? I had a ball save?
Man in the desk here a little bit. Anyway, so we want to have fun with it.
I'm gonna get to that.
DMD, play better.
Hey, what's
exactly
up?
Right. Okay, we're in the middle of the screen. What I suggest, shake it a little bit. It's actually okay to do that. Actually, go side to side.
There's an extra ball up
And
there.
I'll get you a free credit if All right.
All right,
Are we
take
good?
over. Take over.
All right, I'm streaming now, and I'm not sure I'm worthy of the stream.
Jay's streaming. I got to go pick up my kid, but he's right across the street, and I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right, let's see.
Well, we're here. We are talking about the Scorbit system.
Scorbit System.
We're not the greatest pinball players in the world, but
That was the machine. Grand champion.
Jay Adelson is here, who's one of the creators of the Scorbit system that we have installed right now. Welcome to the stream, MET3K right here. It was a ball save. Thank you, Pez. I didn't expect the ball to come back.
Yeah.
When you say don't drain someone and walk away, that's the meanest thing you could possibly do.
Well, what do I know? I'm not like I don't have the magic quite the way like my friend Brian O'Neill, who like literally stands near a game and always still beats me.
Brian is amazing.
It makes me so upset.
If you have any questions if you have any questions about Scorbit that Jay can answer without breaking NDAs, please feel free to throw them in the chat.
There you go. Yeah, feel free.
All right.
I can talk about it. Well, I can talk about certain things, and then I'll get like a little text message from
Be right back.
my co-founders saying, "What have you done?" All right, I'm gonna play now though because I like to punish myself. This is a great game, and I will tell you the truth is that I would love to have one of these things in my home. I love wide bodies. Twilight Zone is great. I told you guys that I have a Future Spa, which is a weird game to have, but it's a wide body as well. No, come on, I just started. All right. My goal is to break 10 million, everyone. I'm going to break 10 million on this game. So obviously you can like pinball without being good at it. All right. Now, I'm also a major Indiana Jones fan. I actually worked as an intern making the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which, for those of you Indiana Jones fans may not know, was a television show in the 1980s. Working for the Sound, Skywalker Sound. See, I just don't have that gift. But in any case, totally love the theme. And can't wait for Indiana Jones 4 to come out. No, come on. Obviously, I'm one of those people who like kind of like the second movie enough that I'll watch it if it's on television. See that? That was almost skillful. Okay. Steal the stones, Dr. Jones. Face camera is not matching the sound. Now that's just me being a ventriloquist. I'm very, very good at making it look like my mouth is moving in a different... I don't know. That's all Manu. He's going to come back in a few minutes, and he's going to fix that for us. All right? Okay. There we go. So, yeah, so Scorbit is definitely a labor of love. I think... See, so we will fix all the streaming goodness soon. There we go. This is my favorite pin of all time. Yeah, you know, it's hard not to be a big Indiana Jones fan because it's the most awesome movie. And by the way, to me, it's still Raiders of the Lost Ark. Sort of like Star Wars Episode 4 is still just Star Wars to me. Because yes, I am that old. My son's like, I like the Phantom Menace. So I'm like, come on. All right. But yeah, always a big Indiana Jones fan. Harrison Ford is awesome. And I just drained. Okay. I will be right back. I'm going to go get a quarter. That was just one game.
One game.
One really bad game. I can't help it. I'm not very good.
Say hi to your Twitch buddies.
All right, come on right over here and say hi.
Say hi.
Hi! Is Wolfman on?
Hey, no, it's on. You can see it down here. There you go. Okay. There we go. Back. right, pinball streaming. All right. I still like calling it Raiders. Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, now I'm going to play for real. I'm going to get really serious here. You know, if I was Brian O'Neill, I'd probably have like, you know, like that like white powder you put on your hands. No, I don't think it's there, but I was just saying like, if I was like a tournament player like him, I'd probably have like powder, like gymnast shoes.
No, you got to go like this. You got to take your shirt.
You gotta do this, and you know, and
wipe off the thing.
you know, and then I seen him do this. I see one guy, he plays and he puts one foot up like this while he plays.
Oh God, that's gross.
At City Champ, one of your City Champ guys was doing this while he played. And
One of my city champ guys.
your City Champ guys. All right, I'm playing. Oh, is he playing? On the stage? Okay. All right, now I'm serious. I got to get in the stance.
Oh, Jay's got the stance.
I got the stance now. See? Now, Adelson O'Neill, I see when she plays, she uses her body, like swings behind her, and it like helps. And like Brian does too.
You can take your jacket off and stuff.
There we go.
Put them in the back by the thing. My bag is back there. Find my bag. I'm a Twitch streamer and a dad. Let's see.
I'm a Twitch streamer and a dad.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, your kid is.
I have 3 of them.
You have 3 kids?
I have 3.
Oh, wow.
I have a 21-year-old named Rowan. And
Uh-huh.
she goes to UC Santa Cruz and lives there now.
All your kids are super smart.
And my son Benjamin and my daughter Lisa, who is she is 16, going to be 17. And they're all pinballers. I called them pinballers, by the way. I did not call them pinheads.
Did you tell your kids that the family's gonna be rich after you sell 1 million Scorbits?
You know, I've told my family many times that we're going to be rich after I sell 1 million of something.
Okay.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh.
I remember when Dig was at like 50 million users, and back in the late
Yeah.
2000s, that was like really cool.
50 million.
And I went home and I'm like, hey, honey, you know, we're at 50 million users. She goes, well, are we rich yet? I'm like, well, we don't make any money from the users.
Wait, if you only had a penny per user,
If I had a penny per user, man, at this point, yeah, there's a delay.
you're telling me it's a delay. I could restart the stream because I'm streaming off of my poor little laptop right now. So
It's actually doing pretty good.
it's doing all right. It's not the strong. I need a new laptop. So if you guys want to subscribe, so I can
Isn't
get
there
some
like
new
a,
equipment.
what's the name of that service where people can like donate to?
Patreon.
Patreon.
I should start a Patreon. Guys, let me know if I should start a Patreon so I can buy new equipment, so I can keep streaming cool things like Jay from Scorbit. And
Oh, did I mention, by the way, that Scorbit is going to handle payments too?
I was going to ask, Scorbit, pay range.
Well, it's not mutually exclusive. You can use PayRange or Embed if you want, and you can also use us. And the nice thing about us is we're already connected to the internet, so it'll be really, really fast and really reliable.
There's no separate thing. It's everything.
Yeah, it will just work.
All right. Scorbit's going to take over the world, by the way. So, sorry about the delay. If there's a delay between the voices and us.
It's
I mean,
pretty good.
we're bop, bop, bop. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, but I'll try and work on it, guys. All right.
Yeah, that machine is cooking.
It is. It's really hot.
See, I got 13 million. My goal today was to get over 10. So I think that how's the Scorbit part working? Is it working?
Scorbit's still working fine, right?
13 to 0?
13 to waiting.
They're waiting, okay. So now you're other person. And I'm you.
Jay got 13, y'all.
Yeah.
He owns Pinball Machines, though. That's why he gets a...
No, that should be that I play well. But I like fixing them more than I like playing. Actually, I like playing them a lot. And I like fixing them a lot.
I know a lot of operators who say that. They like fixing them more than they like playing them.
So my son got really into the maker stuff at school.
Yeah,
And that's why restoring machines just seemed like a logical thing to do with them.
right.
And, you know, this is what happens.
Whoa!
I think he's taking a welding class
Is he really?
in September. Yeah. And this is like an adult welding class.
His kid Ben is super smart. He was here
I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
a couple weeks ago, and his dad was giving him compliments on his cable management skills. Wow, your wrapping of cables is awesome.
I was like, hey dude, don't pull that too tight. That cable tie, you pull that tight, it's gonna create an attenuation point. You wouldn't want that. I learned that first in audio, and then I learned it again in network engineering.
Attenuation points?
Attenuation. Yeah.
Attenuation just basically meaning lowering the sound.
Well, it's like, you know, it's basically a point of increased resistance on the wire. Oh wow, this is a game.
So we got a game here. We got a Scorbit game. And if you had a Scorbit system too, you could sit and watch scores like us.
But yeah, we are. It's like the reservation thing, by the way, is because we demoed the stuff at Indisc, and so many people were asking us to have like the first units at like, we had like mall people coming to us and saying, my arcade. We had this one guy, and by the way, this is a really good idea, and I want to totally do this wherever I have the chance to do this. He's putting cameras up, like yours, facing down on each play field of his arcade, right?
Okay.
And then he puts coffee tables in the bar that have a full LED or full LED screen, 4K screen as the tabletop. So you watch people play the games while putting your drink down. So
That's awesome.
Is that amazing? I want that in my house. So one of the features of Scorbit will have to be to enable coffee table pinball.
That's pretty. That's a good idea.
Isn't that a good idea?
You can watch people play.
Yeah, baby. No.
I'm watching Jay do a pretty good job right now. Pretty good job.
All I needed was one hit to get multi-ball.
Yeah. So that's the captain ball up there.
Captain ball, multi-ball.
Yeah.
Am I gonna beat you?
I don't. You could.
Doing
Sure. No. I wasn't until just like 5 seconds ago.
Oh, look, you got 6 viewers, man.
Yeah. It fluctuates up now. This display actually is late,
It's late.
so it's always
So it's
gonna.
probably 4. People were afraid that you weren't going to be playing anymore, so they bailed, right?
It's 6. Hey, I'm not Jack Danger, but I take what I can get. I take what I can get.
You know, I used to stream.
You invented streaming, didn't you?
I used to stream. I had my own streaming show.
Was it on YouTube?
It was on Revision 3.
Revision 3?
That was my network. I was the founder of Revision 3.
I thought we were going to talk about that.
No, but I'm going to tell you about my show.
It's still up. You can still see it, guys.
You can still see it.
You can still see it.
I have a show. It's not about pinball. And it's very boring.
What's funny is that I've known Jay for maybe 6 months, not too long.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Oh, got him.
Do you get like a free...
You can pull the trigger during that mode to finish that mode, but you only get 2 million.
Did you know that scene was improvised?
Yeah, I think Harrison Ford was sick on that day, and he didn't feel like doing a long fight scene. Hey, Micah, you have to go.
Come on.
So once again, we are here at Frigo Watch. This MPT3K. We're playing Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure
With Scorbit
with
installed.
Scorbit. And one of the creators of Scorbit, right here, Jay Adelson, is playing and kicking my butt right now.
Well, I was.
He was. Oh, well, it's a walk-off. It's a walk-off.
No, wait. There's a bonus. It's going to float. No.
Johnny Demonic wants to know, how do we know each other? So like I was saying,
Yeah, like we met here at Frigo Watch.
we met here at Frigo Watch. He was working on Scorbit in one of the machines, and actually Matt Henry, who's the owner of this fine place, was like, hey,
You guys should meet.
you guys should meet because I know you're both nerds.
Yeah, and we are. Yeah.
And I knew him for like 4 months or whatever and I never knew who he was.
I'm not...
But he's a nice guy.
I'm just regular Jay.
There's nothing regular about Jay.
You should you gotta
Oh,
go.
okay.
Is this like in tournament you would just drain? Because you
This would, well, yeah. There's, it's like, you know, if the, it's basically that. What the hell? Why did that come out so quick? Oh, I got this one. I love this one.
Yeah, so by the way, so Scorbit is installed right now in, I think it's 7 machines at Free Gold Watch.
What do you have it installed in? Do you know? Fishtails.
Well, should I tell people or not?
I mean, you want to give them a variety of what machines they're on, right?
Right. So it's in 8-Ball Deluxe.
8-Ball Deluxe.
It's in Indiana Jones and it's in Funhouse. What else?
Funhouse.
Adam's Family. Fishtails. I don't know. What else? And stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is that we're testing stuff on it, and so it's a perfect place to really
Yeah.
get people coming in, and because it's not going to be like a hermetically sealed home environment that these things are going to be in all the time. Although, when our visualizations are ready for the home, it's going to blow some minds. You know, it'd be so cool. Imagine having like a screen on your wall. It has like you and your friends, like leaderboard and animated and moving automatically, all the stuff around
Wow, you are going way down that path, man.
you. Totally.
I love it, but you know, if you don't have a vision like that,
You gotta think big.
you got to think big. Think bigger, go home. I don't remember what it is. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted extra ball.
Darn.
Questions.
Yes, questions. Do we have any? Nope.
Yeah, you got
It
a
says,
new
is it
one.
going to be open source? I have really good news for the people who are developers, is our API will be open to develop against, and you know, we'll be setting it up eventually so that you can have an API key, and we'll publish the API for people to write all sorts of cool visualizations against. As far as the open source component, it's not really. A lot of our stuff is embedded. It doesn't really make a lot of sense for us to really do it that way. But if you tell us the kinds of things that you want to be able to code, you know, maybe we could come up with a way where you can write your own apps that runs on the platform. But that's not going to be our first priority. I think everybody's first priority should be make it bulletproof so that in that dingy bar in the back alley,
It just
when
works.
like somebody's kicking it and kicking it and kicking it, and it's 100 degrees, it just keeps working. And then, you know, but the software part, we're all internet guys, so we want it to be an open platform.
Right.
You know, and that's our intent. We're good. Woohoo! Steal the stones. Indiana Jones. Do you feel like Indiana Jones right now? Or are you more short round?
I feel like short round.
Are you short round?
I feel like an old man right now because I can't hit a ramp to save my life. I need to steal the stones, but I can't even
I
get.
want to be Sean Connery. Kick my ass.
Any more Scorbit questions? Just throw them in.
Yes. Or not.
Oh, is it connected to the cloud, or can you
Yes.
just use it from local Wi-Fi?
Cloud. It's connected to cloud. And a question has come up a couple times of whether or not, because our device is super real time, and when you throw things up to the cloud and it comes back down, it could be a little bit, there's some latency, as you're seeing with your.
Yeah, you guys
with
will see a
experiencing it.
little latency from the DMD to the scores. But
That's right. And so the answer is it goes up to the cloud. We have all sorts of advantages being able to do that. Like, for example, your app also talks to the cloud from your phone. But, you know, and we think that's good enough because we're pretty fast.
yeah,
But for certain things where there might be some kind of application where, you know, having super low latency was needed, I could see a situation where maybe we would want to have like some kind of local repeater or something like that. But that's not in the cards right now. Right?
I hope that answered your question, Johnny.
Yeah, it's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
Well, it's in the cloud and it's on local Wi-Fi.
Right.
That's really the answer.
It's in the Googles. It's in the inner tubes.
Well, and the reason why that's important is because let's say you're a streamer
Right.
and you want to like take some data input from this thing. For the streamers, you really want it to be local, and we can do that, right?
Right.
Like we have USB-C ports on our device, and we can set it up so you could plug a camera into it or other kinds of sources. And you'd want all your local latencies to be relevant before you put it on your, what do you call your server, your OBS thing?
Yeah, OBS. That's what I'm using.
I know you're just going to hardwire it anyway, even when we're wireless, because you're like a quality guy.
Well, if I'm at home, I'm streaming it from wire. Yeah, definitely. Well, how will you monetize it?
There's
Well-
3 ways.
They're gonna sell it, right?
Well, yeah, we're going to sell the hardware, but I think that many operators have asked us if it would be possible to have like lower costs for the hardware in return for a subscription where you were paying like some kind of
subscription
subscription
service. Right.
where there were services like analytics and whatever. Maybe. And the other thing that we've talked about is payments. If we're doing payments where you can use your phone to put quarters in the machine, we can make money that way too. It's just
It's not in stone yet.
It's not in stone, and we're talking to people all the time. That's what this beta period is for. Find out where the sensitivities are. I mean, right now, I'd say the majority of people we talk to would prefer a subscription, but home users definitely have expressed interest in sort of like they buy their color DMD. They're interested in buying our product. But it just depends on the user.
Can I make a vote?
Yeah, what's your vote?
I'm going to vote for subscription,
Okay.
which might not be best for me. But
Well, the nice thing about subscription is also theoretically it's, we're not just hardware, we're a service.
yeah, you're running a service. That's
And
why
so you're kind of needing to support all of the infrastructure and, when the person calls you, from another country wanting to install the product.
Yeah.
And they need help. I mean, you need to pay for that, and you need
Yeah,
to pay for all your servers in the cloud.
It feels like everyone's going subscription.
You have to.
Either way.
But it doesn't mean that every customer type, it makes sense for them to
Makes
have a
sense.
subscription.
Right.
And there might be bundle pricing. Like what if you're an arcade that has a flat rate, right?
Right, like Alameda Pinball or Modern Pinball in New York.
Yeah, and we want to just make, and if you have a machine that is part of your arcade that people play a lot, but maybe isn't your highest earner, I still want the
system
owner
in
to
there.
put it in there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm being texted.
All right.
Let's see.
So we're here once again. We're here at Free Go Watch. This is MBT3K. We're playing Indiana Jones with Scorbit installed. So that little screen you see above the DMD, that is the Scorbit system. So this machine here is sending the scores magically to the cloud and then back to that little screen.
That's
We
right.
got a question from Mills Game Dev.
Okay.
Do you collect
Get
data on
the
drop targets, bonuses, etc., for more real-time displays?
Oh, no, that's a good question. It depends on the data source. So when we look at a CPU, we do have access to a lot of that data. I guess similar to like what a Pinduino could tell you as well, really, because but the way we're doing this right here, it's just the score, ball, player number, modes you're in, that kind of stuff, active, inactive, that kind of thing. One of the questions that we've been asked is, can we trigger mods? And that sounds like a great feature request for a future version.
Trigger mods? What do you mean?
Well, like let's say you hit a certain drop target or you start a multi-ball mode. It would be cool, or maybe only under certain conditions or certain rules that you, the owner of the machine, create, trigger different kinds of lighting effects and modifications to your machine.
Oh, that's cool.
Right, and so that would be like another probe. So our architecture allows us to create different probes. Wow, look at him concentrate. Wow, I'm impressed.
No, it gave it to you too, and you guessed.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
have 5.9 million and you have 39 million. I got it. Stern is supposedly taking their games online. Do you think they'll be doing the same thing? I don't actually think they're going to be doing the same thing. I don't know though.
Why'd you have to go and bring up Stern?
I love Stern. I love Stern. You know, I wouldn't necessarily bring her home to meet my mama, but no, I'm just kidding. I love Stern, and I own a Stern. I have a Batman 66.
Batman 66 rules.
It is one of my favorite games of all time. Credit to Lyman Cheats, who did probably the best rule set I've ever seen on a game. I love that game.
Yeah, Lyman Sheets is a god.
Yeah, he is amazing, and I love George and what everybody's doing there at Stern for the hobby. Great products. I'm gonna get tons of hate mail for this. I even like the Beatles.
No, I love the Beatles. No, here's the thing about the Beatles. No one likes the price of the Beatles.
Oh yeah, I didn't say I own one.
But I've heard everyone likes the game.
I am a big Beatles fan. Oh wait, no, you got an extra ball.
Oh, I got an extra ball. Hey, it's Matt Henry. Woo! Hey, he's gone.
There he's gone.
All right.
Subscription is the answer investors want to hear. You know what's funny?
Subscription is the answer.
So Wormer, I'm just going to address that for a second. Let me address that. Yes, that's true. So I was a venture capitalist for a while. So I totally understand what you're saying. It's true. Recurring revenue is always great. But this particular product has other potential sources of recurring revenue, like payments. But yeah, it's true. And the reasons why investors want to hear that is partially due to the fact that hardware is a really tough business model. It's hard to make money. If you build a really great product and you want to put lots of features on it, your margins get thinner and thinner and thinner, and it becomes harder to support a larger expense and team. Like I would like to have app developers and really cool, like innovative people working for my company, and I can't afford to do that if I'm just making money on margins. Well, maybe. We don't know. Like that's part of the modeling that we're doing.
I like that comment though. That was what?
That was really good.
Wormer?
Yeah, that was Wormer. Wormer also said, how much machine-specific work do you have to do to hook up a new machine?
Nice.
By and large, not much, to be honest.
Do you have a Scorbit in the back?
What do you mean?
You have a
Scorbitron?
What
Yeah.
it looks like?
You want to see one? You want to go get one?
Yeah.
I'll go get one. Here, I'll go get one.
He's gonna go get. Why don't you play Jay's ball?
Are you guys doing live questions about
Scorbit, yeah.
the Scorbit?
This is Matt Henry, by the way. He's the reason why we can do anything here.
Barely.
Free goal watch.
Yeah.
Come down.
Come on down. Oh, look at that. 3 points.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
Can I just tap away here?
Every once in a while, it gives you free points.
Let me get that in.
So Jay went to go get a Scorbit. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in there asking about the Scorbit system.
So he's gonna get one to look at, like actually show on the live on the screen.
There's some really good questions that people need to.
Better than that ball.
All right, why don't you finish it up? Here, I'll give you mine. Mine is
I
better.
take 100% full credit for any good playing that Matt. Oh, Matt.
I didn't. I know. That's why I'm having
Guy owns a pinball arcade.
I know. I gotta play this consolation ball.
But this isn't your machine or anything, is it?
No, but I should be better at it than that. This game actually usually gives me trouble. Oh, look at Path of Adventure is gonna get took an advantage. Yes, look at that. That was good.
I didn't know you could just go to one side like that.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Matt here, Matt Henry, the owner,
Operator.
operator,
Floor sweeper.
grand poobah of the Free Gold watch.
You can blame him for Walter.
Coin stuck, unjammer.
See, Matt does the same thing I do. He goes for the multi-ball, man.
And gonna go for modes now because those were bricking. Need some help here. Renee's there.
By the way, I don't, have you ever heard? Have you ever heard pin sound in the product pin sound inside of one of these Indiana Jones with the totally restored soundtrack?
No.
It has like stereo perfect sound.
No.
It's like high quality
I don't know
audio.
if I've ever actually got to hear any of the pin sound.
Oh,
like
it's
what
so
machine
good.
with it.
It's so good. So I think the French developers made it. It's
Okay. I've heard some Flipper Fidelity speakers, they sound great, but I haven't heard the pin sound.
No, this changes all of the original source audio for the game to be high fidelity. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's actually really cool. I like that you didn't have to use Scorbit didn't use a pin as the first three letters in the name of the product.
Scorbitron.
Like,
You like the SCO?
Yeah, well, it doesn't start with pin. So,
Scorbitron.
Scorbitron. Hope you guys like my awesome plane there on Indiana Jones.
Yeah, well, it was great. There we go. Scorbitron. Everyone. Boop. Oh wait, that's upside down. There you go. This is an early revision, just so everyone knows. You can go to our website at scorbit.io.
Scorbit.io.
What's next? 5.1 surround pinball. I think that pin sound might actually already
Pin
support
sound.
it. 5.1.
Doesn't Pin Sound already do that?
I think it does. Let's see. What are we asking here? I like how a developer amazing score recording technology. Yeah.
It doesn't know.
True.
I know.
It's true.
Fez is awesome.
All right, what's next? Okay, how do you have to install it? Does it connect directly to the boards? So basically what you do is you put a plate in your back box that we provide, you hook this onto it. This usually has an antenna. Well, it depends if you don't necessarily need the antenna. And then you have these probe ports or USB-C ports where you can connect a game-specific probe. And by game-specific, I mean depending on the electronics you're monitoring. And then that connects to this via USB-C cable.
Yep.
And then the power, we have multiple ways to power it. You can take power from the machine itself,
right.
or you can use an external power pack. And that just depends on the machine. And we have different adapters for different machines. And we think it should take 5 minutes to install it.
Right. It should install faster than Pin Stadium. Although Pin Stadiums are great. I still want a Pin Stadium. Why did I just say that?
Says, can you share any of the technical details of what's inside that box without giving away any of your secrets? What do you think?
Thanks for joining us here at MBT3K. This is Jay. I'm Manu. And
Well, what you can't see is there's a power bulge here. See the power bulge? Like in Detroit where I grew up, like there were kids who would, they'd be restoring their cars, and you could buy an aftermarket bulge for your hood that had nothing underneath it at all, and it was just literally to look like you had a bigger engine. So there's nothing under there, of course.
Johnny, what's in the box?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's
keep
just
playing.
say it is custom hardware. Whoops. We are custom hardware, FPGA based.
Hood
That's
scoop.
That's all you're gonna know. We got some great people. Yeah, hood scoop.
That's what it's called, a hood scoop.
And we have some incredible people working on this product that I should mention. I already mentioned Ron Richards and Brian O'Neill, but I should mention.
I think he's answering right now. How big of a development?
We have about 12 people working on this project right now. I should say company. We have 12 people working on this company. I always called it project for years, but it's now a company.
Now it's a company. It's official.
Like Olivier Galliez, who is one of our senior guys. Not senior, like old.
Hey guys, I'm working on.
No, but he's one of our senior developers. He's based in France, and he's also the creator of Pinball Browser. Are you familiar with Pinball Browser?
Yes.
So he's working on our system.
I used to think Pinball Browser was free, but it's not.
Dilshad Malkatov, who wrote a lot of our sort of machine learning-ish stuff and other kinds of stuff going on. We have Adam Wright, who did a lot of our user interface and UX flow. We have so many people working on this project. Dwayne, the funny thing about Dwayne is that he's probably watching this stream right now.
Oh, really?
So I gotta be careful what I say about him because he's the one who helped us with the scoreboard stuff. Dwayne Anderson. And,
Hi, Dwayne.
Hi, Dwayne.
Oh, by the way, what does that say? Toto Bean? I don't have my glasses on. Totobian 74. Thanks for the follow.
Woohoo! Let's see.
So you got like 12 people.
Yeah, we got about 12 people. We have hardware people too.
This feels nice. For a prototype.
Ryan Cousins, Jameel Weatherby, a bunch of folks. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And those are not Ethernet ports, everyone.
These are not RJ45s.
These are RJ45s.
RJ45s,
but they're not Ethernet ports.
Don't plug a.
What could they be?
Don't plug anything in. Put it in your back pocket or something.
I do put it in my back pocket
Oh,
sometimes because it's so small. How do you get down this project? Let me put a vote in for a proper graphic API to talk. Oh, I see what he's saying. As you get down this project, let me put a vote in for a proper graphical API to talk to. All right, your vote has been not only received but appreciated. You know, the thing about APIs, so I think that anything we do that gets more people developing on it. Back in my day when we had the first APIs. Yeah.
It's working like a champ.
It's working like a champ?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so big fan of having APIs that are easy to use and using standards and yeah, make it easy to develop stuff. You know?
I gotta teach you how to nudge, man.
Yeah, I know how to nudge, but I'm afraid of hitting your cameras.
No, the cameras don't. That's the whole thing. The cameras don't touch the machine.
If Brian was here, he would totally touch that stuff.
Well, Brian will drag the machine across the floor if that's what it takes not to drain. But Brian is also my coach.
Oh, he's good.
He's one of my coaches. He's he's on our team until he moves. He's on the Outer Orbit Otters.
Outer Orbit, another great location here in San Francisco.
Go to Outer Orbit. I really want to stream from Outer Orbit, but they have terrible Wi-Fi.
Oh, so if I want someone to see this stream right now,
go to Twitch. MPT3K is the channel. Just search for MPT3K or search for Pinball and you'll see Mystery Pinball Theater 3000.
3K.
MPT3K, baby. We're probably only going to stream for another
few minutes,
20 minutes, and we'll finish out this this right here. Holy smokes, that was garbage.
MPT 3K.
Well, once again, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I have Jay Adelson here, who is one of the creators and co-founders of Scorbit. We have a Scorbit system. That's this thing. We have a Scorbitron.
Scorbitron. That is called the Scorbitron, and the company is called Scorbit, and our website is scorbit.io. Thank you, Dwayne, for the website, and thanks everybody who's helped us over the years and supported us. You know, a big shout out, you know, to Carl and the Never Drains folks who've just been incredible, and Andreas with Match Play, and everybody who's just been, you know, supporting our and they still respect me despite my lack of pinball skills.
I don't respect you anymore. After seeing this, there's zero respect here.
You saw me
It was
when
nice
I
to know
tried,
you, though.
but when I tried,
Power stance.
see, the thing is,
I have my power stance like this.
see, I should do that thing with my leg where I stand up. You know, you're gonna see it next time. You're gonna be like, oh my god, Jay was right.
I didn't see a dude standing like that.
No,
Whoa!
at one of your guys.
One of my guys.
Hi, Dwayne. I see you too. Dwayne is on the screen. So Dwayne not only
Pink Ninja Man. Oh, go ahead.
is helping us with our scoreboards and our website. But I've known Dwayne a while. He worked for 2 of my previous startups.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he knows all my secrets. Oh, okay, guess what? So I'm player 2 now, right? And this is like one of the last games. So this is where I shark him.
What up,
and
Pink Ninja Man?
I just blow him out of the
he
water.
just explodes. Come on, let's
All right,
see you explode all over
see
the
that?
machine.
See what just happened? Bonus
Nice.
2x.
Make sure, guys, let me know if the stream still looks good, if the camera cuts out or whatever. Once again, I'm streaming off of my poor little laptop, but if you want to subscribe and give me money so I can keep doing this, I appreciate it. That was a terrible thing to say, but you know what? I got mouths to feed, and so does Jay.
I have no idea what you just said because I'm concentrating.
Jay's got a better chance at beating me now. 39, and you got $1 million to go. Wait, why did it give you narrow escape? You didn't escape.
So did I win?
That was garbage.
No, but I came back a little.
And we both hit 20s. Pink Ninja Man, what's up? Do you have
what
plans?
does all this Scorbit system do? Yeah, I would say to Pink Ninja Man, the simplest, since you're late, I'll just explain. It's a device that you install in the machine that reads all the score and game data in real time and transmits it to the internet. So an app can talk to it, a website can talk to it, Leaderboard can talk to it, all sorts of great things you do when you're gathering this data in real time. And autofocus kicks in on the player cam every so often.
Oh crap!
If you miss the second rollover on that out lane, you get the narrow escape. And our window sights seem good. Yeah, see, Pink Ninja Man likes Dwayne's work. Thanks everybody on that. Williams. Back in my day,
You want to fire up one more?
wish I'd have to. One more. I'm going first.
All right.
And this time I'm going to concentrate.
Let me get rid of the menu. Okay. Do you have any plans to give the score? Yes. Okay.
What's the question?
Well, I'll let you choose wisely, and you just missed it, didn't you?
I just missed it.
All right.
I know which one it is though.
Yeah. Do you have any plans to give score breakdowns after a game, for example? Like, it's funny you ask. That's. Actually,
What's the question?
Pink Ninja Man wants to know if you can give score breakdowns after a game.
Yes.
And I want to tell Pink Ninja Man that we actually changed the code right now so we can. It does that. Yes, the answer is yes.
Well, yeah, so...
The answer is definitely yes.
So one thing that came up after we started beta testing is people are like, well, since you're time stamping all this stuff, can we see sort of like a playback of the game? And that's not hard for us to engineer. And I'm like, wow, I didn't really think about it that way. Now, the average player walking a game is going to want to do that, but a tournament player would.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see when, timing, how long it took me to get to certain things. Not just a recording of like, you know, the game.
Right.
Come on.
Okay. Hey Jay, is it fair for me to say that what you're seeing right now on the stream, where the score is above the DMD, is more of a simple display of just the magic that's going on?
Yeah, we're just showing you it working.
Yeah. So
So like the real value comes in when, you know, I'm sitting at home, you know, and I'm watching Stranger Things. And I hit pause because I get a little buzz in my pocket and it says,
Right.
Manu beat my score on Theater of Magic at the
Right.
Zeitgeist spot.
Just now.
At which point, I freak out because, of course, my pride has been hurt.
Right.
So I have to now go to the bar and beat that score. Or how about this one? You're playing the game
Okay.
and you unlock the achievement for free beer.
Okay.
You get to a certain score in the game in a certain period of time, and you unlock a promotional achievement in the venue you're in.
Oh, that's cool.
You like that idea?
Now I want to say something. I keep doing that now.
Yeah. Well, it's because I'm winning.
So you could ask like, why should I do that if Pindigo already does that? But
Oh no, it's no.
Pindigo-
We love Pindigo, by the way.
this actually does a little more than Pindigo because
It automatically connects the internet. Your score is automatically in there.
and my score is attached to me.
That's right. It's attached to you as a player, so there's an
As a
identity
player.
management piece.
So it's not just you know, Manu beat the high score at, you know, blah blah blah. It's Manu beat your score.
Yeah, there's a social component, you know, but Pindigo does some of that too. I think that we love
Okay.
Pindigo for a lot of reasons. It's just that I'm sure the Pindigo people would agree if we could put a score automatically into Pindigo.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
So, because I'm taking a picture and I'm doing all the manual stuff, which I love Pindigo. I'm not saying anything bad about Pindigo, but you guys are kind of a little higher level than it's the automation.
The automation, and you know what? But I think the important point to the Pindigo thing is that there is something fun about certain manual things. Like we don't want to take away the cultural fun of those photos, and we don't want to like, you know. So we need to enhance the experience versus take away from it.
Right.
But there's a bunch of things out there, apps that we really like and we use that we would love to integrate with. And we'll have our own app as well that'll have its own special features.
Hi, son.
Rock and roll.
Are you out of quarters already?
How is it powered?
We're
You
almost
shut
done.
off the pin. Does the Scorbit also shut off? The answer is
I don't have any
yes.
more quarters.
The device shuts off when you shut off the pin. There is a delay, but it does shut off. They mentioned it can power from,
See
yes.
that guy right
And
there?
then so you can detect if someone shut off the game. Yes, we do have that ability. And in fact, the operator of a bunch of machines will have, on their version of the app, they get to see which machines are live and which ones are not.
Is this me or you?
I think that you're player 2.
Okay. Oh, we changed it, so MPT3K is not player 2. But anyway, whatever. In the thing, it's down there. So.
Well, that's because we're not using the app. If we
We're
were
not using the app. Right.
then it would know who you are and who I am. It's kind of like Rock Band. Like you come up and it has your four players, and then you select a slot, and then the other people with their app see you sort of slide into that slot, and then and then when it's done, you can claim the score, or you can let it slide. So you might like have the worst game of your life. That's, by the way, up for debate whether or not we let people throw it away.
Moon Ducky, thank you for the follow. Awesome.
Can you detect the credit dot and tell me? Yes, absolutely. You can detect the credit dot.
Oh, someone said, did you already, you got everybody?
Yeah, I think
Shout out
so.
questions.
What
Can you
did I
shut
miss?
off the power?
Yes. Yeah, we got that.
Why would you want to do that?
I'll tell you why. Because, this is a big
mean.
deal. So a lot of operators told us it's not even so much like what's broken. What they want to know is, did the bartenders shut off the game? Because the bartenders don't call the operator and say, hey, it's not earning. They just shut it off.
They just shut it off.
And they wait for you to show up again.
Oh,
Whereas if
yeah.
you had an alert saying it was off. So we have a bunch of ways to alert a person when it's shut off. But yes, now I think take it a step farther and say it was shut off because of this would be nice.
Right.
But, like all of that data that we're enhancing with, this is a game now.
Because sometimes, if the game gets broken down, they just turn it off and they say, forget it.
Forget it. Yeah, a lot of operators, particularly if you have a lot of machines, you want to optimize which machines you go to and which ones you visit so you keep on earning. We have operators here in San Francisco who literally would earn more money because the bill collector's full and they don't know it.
Oh, wow.
And so they show up like, come, that.
No, that was a drain. That was terrible. I could mess with him because he just started another company with cool shit. I don't have no swearing on the no swearing on the stream.
Cool stuff.
No swearing on the stream. All right, here we go. All right, so if you have any last minute questions for Jay, please put them in right now. We are going to be finishing up this stream.
Are you ever going to stream Bram Stoker Dracula? Because this game's really cool. I'm like standing next to him, and this game next to him is BSD, and it's like
We just got a Dracula
when the ball
here.
like goes across the playfield magically.
It's great, right?
It's one of my favorite things.
That
in pinball.
that multi-ball is awesome.
It's like literally one of my favorite things in pinball.
I love Pinball, and MST3K is my favorite show since 1992.
And by the way, those are two of my favorite things in the world. I was just watching MST3K The Gauntlet, the new Netflix production, where the first movie is Mac and Me, also popularized by Paul Rudd and his Conan O'Brien visits. But
Mac and Me, oh my
it was
God.
a movie made, I'm pretty sure by McDonald's in the 1980s. That's sort of like a really bad E.T.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna get a triple. I'm not gonna get a triple. Mike, are you here to help me get a triple?
I know I'm gonna get
Yeah! Triple! Oh, and I
Oh, you
tried-
missed it! You missed it! See, that's what happens when you get all excited about things.
I celebrated and I lost. That's all right. That's all right. Oh.
what?
All right, you're gonna finish the ball.
Why?
Finish it up, baby.
But you gotta concentrate. Concentrate.
Why?
This is my son. He's awesome. Yeah!
Well, I'm not that good at racing.
No, he's good.
Wait, oh.
All right.
We psyched him out.
All right. We're gonna shut down the stream right now. Maybe I'll let you play one more thing.
All right.
Any more questions for Jay here?
Good work, guys. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Wormer. New season is good, but it's no pod people. Yeah, I'm more of a Manos Hands of Fate kind of
Manos
guy.
Hands of Fate, definitely.
But, you know, absolutely, pod people.
Yeah.
There's so many. Secret Agent Super Dragon, another incredible work of art. Secret Agent Super. You got to see it. Anyway.
You're talking about the old one,
MST3K.
right?
Yeah, the old one.
Okay. All right. Thank you,
Thank
Jay.
you very much. Thank you very much. It's been great.
The website is
Scorbit.io. No
Scorbit.
E.
No E in Scorbit.
SCORBIT.io.
Just like in the logo underneath the MST3K logo. Thank you again. One more thank you for the follow.
Yes.
And
Wormer
everybody's
followed
good.
you. All right,
Everybody's
Wormer.
good. Woo. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining me here at MST3K. We will see you later. Next time.
Next
Say goodbye
time.
to them.
Bye.
Bye. I've never done so good at
At
Indiana
this game.
Jones.
I always